This is a Pixel Fold. I've had the Google Pixel Fold since it originally came out last year, and it was something I was super excited for. I'd been following the idea of a foldable phone, and I had heard that Google was making their own, and I was originally interested in getting the Microsoft Surface Duo, but then I read that the support for them was just not great. So when Google announced this, I thought it'd be a great idea to transition from using a Pixel 6 to the Pixel Fold when it came out. Mind you, it has been great. It has been a fantastic device. The idea of the foldable phone has been so fun to have and to mess with, but a couple days ago, it made me sad. Yeah, from the title, you could probably gather that this phone has made me a little sad. And it's not specifically to the phone itself. There's just something you gotta see to understand what's going on. So a couple days ago, I updated it to Android 15, which just came out, and now there's a problem with the phone. Let's just show you what the problem is. I will start to unfold it, and yeah. So after updating to Android 15, I noticed there's now an issue with the screen. So right now I have the front screen working, but if I were to lock the phone and then unfold it, the screens don't work. There's nothing coming up on the screens at all. If I close the phone, the main screen will work again. And this is actually after I've fixed it. So if I were to reboot the phone right now, see here, you can see the Google logo. So it's showing up on the main screen. Then it goes black. Nothing's showing up, but watch. Now the inner screens are working. So the inner screens work. But now if I were to lock the phone, close it, try to unlock it, the front screen doesn't work. But now if I open it, the inner screens work. So when I said I fixed it, I actually found from somebody who mentioned it on Reddit that there's actually a way to transition this by going into the camera specifically, and there's a mode in the camera where you can change it to be a front or a rear camera selfie. If I tap that, hit switch screens, now this screen doesn't display anything. If I close the phone, now the main screen is on. I don't know. This was not happening just hours prior to the Android 15 update. I was using this just fine, using both the outer screen and the inner screens, transitioning between them just fine before I updated, but after the update, this started occurring. I started Googling stuff, and I found some people on Reddit from a couple months ago during the Android 15 beta test reporting this same issue. I even found people on Google's issue tracker for Android reporting this same exact issue. And I even went and spoke to a Google rep who told me that it would be it's a hardware fault, and told me that I'd have to ship it in to get it fixed. And because my phone is no longer under warranty, I have no idea how much it'll cost. So at this point, I just don't know. Is it an Android bug? I don't know. It's only started doing this after I updated, so possibly. Is it potentially a hardware fault? Also very possible. But I've been very careful with the phone the whole time I've had it. It's not like I've been folding it and unfolding it like 20 times a day. There'd only be a couple times, maybe like 2 or 3 times at most per day, that I would unfold the phone. And yet now there's this weird issue. And now here's the fun thing. I can get the inner screens to work again by going back into the camera and then choosing to go switch to the inner screens. And now the inner screens are working again. But then again, I lock the phone, close it, no front screen. So yeah, I just don't know. This whole situation has made me kind of sad about this because I really want to like this phone. This phone has been really nice to use and has been really fun to have, but I just don't know what's happening here. Like, what did I do to make it stop working? Or is it truly an Android problem that has introduced this bug? And then I even posted about it on Reddit, and a guy replied to me saying the same problem is happening to him, but he was able to fix it by rebooting the phone. I've rebooted it probably 30 times since I've updated, and nothing. It doesn't fix the problem. So I don't know. This has kind of made me sad. It's more of, maybe it should be Android 15 made me sad, not the Pixel Fold made me sad, because this is actually really fun. I really enjoyed this. This is I would say, if people are still thinking about whether or not this is worth it, I would say this is worth it. Now, some people are probably typing in the comments about how I'm a sucker for falling for a first generation product, how I probably should have waited for the next Pixel Fold before buying, and that is valid. I will take those criticisms. That is completely understandable that I should have waited, but I also fell for the marketing scam or the marketing lingo where Google basically said they were using Samsung to be the guinea pigs for this technology. So right now I'm at a situation where I don't know what to do. I could technically send it in to Google to get repaired, but I don't know how much it's going to cost me. I didn't really bother to go through that far. But also, there's just really no value for me. I didn't drop the full amount of money for this phone because I'm not just going to drop $1,800 right then and there. I've been financing this phone, and I still have a couple months left. So is it really worth for me to pay who knows how much money to get the screens replaced while still financing the phone? And in my opinion, no. So I'm going to wait this out. My plan is I'm just going to see if maybe there's an update to Android that just suddenly fixes it, but I'm going to wait for that to come through, see if that addresses the problem. If not, I'm still going to use it. I don't have any other phone to replace it. My Pixel 6 I gave to my mom, so I don't even have that to go back to. So my plan is I'm going to continue to use this thing, pay it off, and then probably get a different phone. Unless they fix the problem and it is a bug, I don't know. So if you're wondering, this video isn't really meant to be a complaining and pointing fingers and blaming Google or the product. The product is great. I have enjoyed all of my time with it being a functional device, and I definitely think it is worth checking out. But right now, I just wanted to bring attention to the fact that right now, this has made me sad. So for anybody who stuck around for this whole rant, I do appreciate it. I want to thank my YouTube member, A Fiend. I appreciate the support. If you want to check out YouTube members, it's only $1. I put videos up early for those who are members. It's only $1 a month. You get early access, and then I'm probably going to start adding more things in once I get back into the swing of doing things. But so yeah, with that, thank you all for watching, and that'll be it from me.